And we're here at Harding Park. This is the first time we're ever gonna have softball here on this channel. We have done this though 2 years ago, back when it was this program was barely starting. Now we're here with Santa Paula against Carpinteria. We have one of our own, Kylia Reyes, being the pitcher here. She is number 42. And we see that is 2-0 so far. 2 balls. It is Ashley Mora, number 1, who's actually leading off this game. So we'll see what happens here. Here comes the third pitch, and that one is also a ball. It is now 3-0. So Kylia will need to start pitching inside the zone. She wants to not walk this girl. And that is a strike. She gets it there. 3-1. It seemed like the batter was looking this the whole time. She knew she wasn't going to swing there. Ashley Mora, a freshman here at Carpinteria High School. She is 5'6". And she swings and misses that one. And it is first out of this game. So a good start so far by Kylia Reyes. Strikes out the first batter she sees. Next up, we have number 2, Yareli Vivero. So here's Kylia. That one is a strike. First pitch strike on both of her at bat so far. So here comes the second pitch, and that one is also a strike. 0-2. So Yareli Vivero, first time we see her at the plate. She is an outfielder, and he's a sophomore. So here we go with the 0-2, and that is a ball. 1-2 now. So there's pretty good day to play baseball here. A little bit more windy than we probably wanted to, but it's still a very enjoyable game. We see a ground ball there to the first baseman, and that is the second out. That is number 12, Morales. And now here comes number 3, the third batter. That is number 5. Madison Mora, one of the captains on this team. And now here comes Kylia with the first pitch, and that is a strike. Once again, starting off with a strike, it is 0-1. But now here comes a second pitch here at this at bat, and a very good off-speed pitch there by Kylia, and it is now 0-2. Now here comes the third pitch. That one is a little bit high for a 1-2 count. So it is Madison Moore, one of the captains, an infielder, also a utility player, and a right-handed pitcher. She's a junior. And another ground ball there, and it goes 3 to third baseman to the first baseman for an out. So Kylia Reyes gets out of this for a clean inning. See what Santa Paula does at the bottom of the first. So here we go with number 4. Renata Martinez is going to be the starting pitcher for today's game. See what she brings. She's a right-hander. So it seems like the leadoff hitter will be Alexis Campos, one of the seniors that will be honored today, as today is senior night for the softball. We will have that later once the game ends. And now here she comes, Alexis Campos, who I haven't been able to see too many games of these girls, but I know that she is a very good hitter. We'll see what she does here at leadoff. So we see the outfielders are playing deeper. Obviously you guys can't see that, but just to let you guys know. Now here is the first pitch, and that is a ball. Now here comes the second pitch by number 4, Renata. Here comes the 1-0, and that is also a ball. So far, 2 balls to start this game off. Both of them have been seem like a little high. So here comes the second one, the third pitch, and that one is a strike. 2-1. So we know this game's not brought to you guys live, but when you guys see this, don't forget to subscribe. We see the 1 and 2 as you see a fly ball there to the center fielder, and it is caught for the first out. That was the center fielder, number 10, Alexiana James. So here comes the second batter now for Santa Paula. That is number 9, Mariah Hernandez. She is a sophomore. So we see the first pitch, and they call that a strike right on the knees, and it is 0-1. So here comes the second pitch, and that one is high. 1-1 now. So Santa Paula having a 6-12 record, but in the Citrus Coast League, they're actually 6-1. So they've been very impressive in the league, and that is also a ball. 2-1 now. Now here comes the fourth pitch, and that one is a fly ball going foul, and the first baseman not able to get it, and she will go once again. So here comes now the 2-1, the 2-2. Comes a 2-2, and that's an off speed, and they call that a strike. So she strikes out looking, and it is now number 3, Natalie Segura, who's up to bat. So far, we haven't seen a hit in this first inning. Both Kylia and Renata have been good so far. We'll see here though. See the first pitch, once again high, 1-0. So we've seen her plenty of times play basketball on that varsity team who they will be playing away. We see a hard hit ball, and it gets through the infield, and it even gets through the right fielder. Natalie Segura is going for third, and she will stay there. No, the third base coach is asking for it. It's an inside the park home run. So first inning, and already Santa Paula leading 1-0. So we've seen her do it in the basketball games. She's having pretty good games. Here at softball, we also see her do the same. Very good right there by Natalie Segura, as it did go past through the right fielder, but very impressive speed there we saw there by Natalie Segura. Now here comes number 1, Madison Gray, and that's a fly ball, and it drops, so that will be a single as well. So after the pitcher getting 2 outs, we've seen two straight at-bats with a hit. So she's swaying on the first pitch. We really haven't seen that this game. But we see her with the aggressive approach, and it paid off. Now here is number 66, Jocelyn Delgado, a junior. Here comes the first pitch. We see a steal, and she will be safe. Very good right there, showing off the wheels, Madison Gray, and she's at second. So there is already one guy running in scoring position here. We'll see if Jocelyn's able to drive her in. And there's a good play right there by the third baseman. It goes right to her, and the side is retired. Not before we saw 2 base hits, one by Natalie Segura, which was actually an extra bit, which was actually an inside the park home run, and Madison Gray got one too. Stay tuned for the second inning now. So we're back now for the start of the second inning. We see Kylia Reyes going up against number 15, Amaris Camargo. I do believe she's the one that made that catch to end the inning. We'll see what she does here. Here's the first pitch, and she swings that one low. Even gets past the catcher, Natalie Segura, and it is 0-1. So Kylia Reyes, one of our sports broadcasting own, as she's been always on the camera. She usually has games, and once she finishes those games, she doesn't go home. She then goes and does a camera for our games, whether it's soccer, whether it's basketball. She's shown a very good dedication to both of either whether softball or our broadcasting. Now there is once again Kylia, and she pulls that one, and it's caught by the first baseman. So that's the first out of the second inning. Very good play by the first baseman. That was number 12, Jaylene Morales. So here we go now with the pitcher, who's batting 5th, Renata Martinez. And she get a ground ball right to the third baseman, and a little bit of a low throw. Very good scoop right there by the first baseman, and it is 2 outs. So last time I believe it was the basketball match, when we said that we might be doing a softball game, we told Kylia that she had to throw a no-hitter. So far, I don't want this to be the commentator curse, but it's working. Has 5 straight outs. Now here is number 15, Amaris Camargo. So there is 2 15s on this team, on the Carpinteria's team. As we do see first pitch strike there. It is 0-1. Here's the second one, and she pulls that one, and it is in. So she'll go to second, Amaris, and she slides and makes it for a double. So, Kylie, if you're watching this, I apologize. I talked about the no-hitter. You're obviously not supposed to talk too much about that because of the, some curses. But so that's the first hit of this game, well, of this Carpinteria team. And now here comes number 10, Alexiana James. So she's the center fielder, and that one goes right to the first baseman for the out. So 1 hit allowed on this in this second inning. No runs allowed, though. It is still 1-0. So we're back now for the bottom of this second inning here now. So it's 1-0. We see Renato Martinez once again come back for this inning. It is number 18, Amaris Rabago, one of the seniors here that will be honored after this game. We would like to remind you guys, well, you guys are going to watch the video. We're going to be posting both of them. Now here comes the first pitch, and that is a ball. 1-0 here. So Amaris Rabago, another one that actually played basketball this year also, and it's very tough. Full credit, and we see a strike there, 1-1. But considering this season where you had to play around 2 to 3 sports, some people play 2 to 3 sports this year. It was very impressive. At the same time, sometimes you had to go from one practice to another. Didn't really have breaks. And we see Amaris Rabago fly ball. That might drop. No, the center fielder got it. It is out number 1 in this second inning. Now here comes the second batter of the bottom of the second. It is number 16, Alyssa Guzman. So once again, the other senior. So there's 3 seniors that will be honored today, and she is one of them. Now here she comes, and she swings first pitch. It's a fly ball. It's going foul, and it will stay foul as the first baseman was able to read it. And it is 0-1. Now here it comes, second pitch of this at bat. It's 0-1. And that is low. 1-1 now. here comes a 1-1, and they call it a strike. 1-2 now. Here comes the 1-2, and she fouls this one off. It is still 1-2. She's putting up a good fight here. 4 pitches in this at bat. Actually, 5 pitches in this at bat. Now here comes Alyssa's gonna swing at that one, and she barely tipped that one for another foul ball. So she might have been expecting there a fastball. She's swinging a little bit too early on that one. So here is now the 7th at bat, the 7th pitch of this at bat, and that one is high. 2-2 now. Here comes a 2-2, and she swings low at that one. It goes right to the third baseman, to the first baseman for an out. Second out of this second inning. And here comes the pitcher, Kylia Reyes, number 42. Speaking of Kylia, we would like to also, I'm not the only one here who's broadcasting this game. We also have Ryan Garza is here. We didn't get to do that introduction that we usually do, but he's here with us, helping us, and it is not an easy job for him to be in charge of this camera, as he does have the sun. He's battling with the sun, but he's doing his best, as I am. It's the first time we actually broadcast a game like this. At least I do. But I do hope you're enjoying this. As we see a high bounce right there, and Kylia's gonna beat it out. So two innings without allowing a run, and she also gets a hit. Not bad, Kylia Reyes. But we will see a pinch hitter now. It will be Merlene Gonzalez. So in Major League Baseball, we know that that means she won't come back for the third inning, but we'll see what the rules are here in the high school, in the Citrus Coast League. As we do see now, number 12, Jaylene Morales. She is a sophomore. And she swings at first pitch, and not a good read there by the second baseman. And now the right fielder once again loses it, but she'll stay. So there's girls on first and on third with 2 outs. So it seemed like the second baseman took a step forward. She wasn't able to read at first, and then by the time she saw it, it had already fell. And then the right fielder wasn't able to get it out of her glove. Now here it comes now. We're starting once again the order with Alexis Campos. So she has a woman on third. See if she's able to drive it in. She goes to the center fielder, and that one is caught. So far, 0 for 2 in runners in scoring position, Santa Paula is. So that retires the side. Stay tuned for the third inning. So now we see that in the Citrus Coast League, the pitcher doesn't have to run, so she just got pinch ran, but she's still able to come back for the third inning. Definitely good for Santa Paula. She's been very good so far, only allowing one hit in these six outs. Now here comes number 3, Sophia Thomas, and she swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. So she's 0 for 1 so far in this game. And here comes the second pitch, and she check swing, and she went. So it is 0-2 now. Kylie is showing her hard stuff there. Already ahead of the count. The hitter's behind in the count, and she swings and misses. Second strikeout so far in this game for Kylie. So here it comes now. Second batter in this third inning, correction. And that is a ball. 1-0 to number 16. That is Liliana Zapian Ibarra. She's a junior who could play outfield and second base. So here it comes, and that is also a ball. So it is 2-0 here. Batters ahead of the count here. We'll see. And now here it comes. That one's also a ball. So it is 3-0. We'll see what happens here. So this might be the first batter that gets the free pass here. For both teams, actually. We'll see what happens here, and that will be a strike. So it is now 3-1. See what happens here. Here's Kylie. She swings and misses at that one. Also 3-2. So there's full count here. We'll see who gives in, whether it's Kylie or 16 Liliana. Here it is, and that is a called strike. Third strikeout of the game for Kylie. That's her second straight strikeout, though. So a dominant inning so far by Kylie. Very good from her, as she was behind the count 3-0 and was able to strike her out after throwing 3 straight strikes. Now here's Ashley Mora. She swings and misses as well. Kylie Reyes looks unhittable right now. And here it comes. The 0-1. And that is a ball. 1-1 now. So Ashley Moore, like we said, she's a freshman. She's 5'6". First baseman, utility, and also a pitcher. We'll see if we see her pitch this game. And that's a ground ball right to the shortstop. And that is an out. So a 6-3 ground out. It is now the end of the top of the third inning. So here comes the bottom of the third inning once again with Renata Martinez. So far, she has done a good job of limiting those runners in scoring position to actually score. We only saw the inside the park home run by Natalie Segura. Other than that, she has been pretty good. So the first batter we'll see here is number 3, Natalie Segura, number 9, correction. Mariah Hernandez is batting second this game. She's 0-1 so far. So here's the first pitch of this inning, and it is high. Good save though from the catcher. It is 1-0. So here's the second pitch, and that one is also, this one is low this time for 2-0. So she hasn't thrown a strike this inning. We'll see what happens here. So here we go, and that is a strike. 2-1 now. Here's a 2-1, and that is a ball. 3-1 now. So far, Mariah Hernandez hasn't swung at any of the pitches this at bat. So we'll see if we get our first walk here, and we will see our first walk as Mariah Hernandez will go to first base. So up next now we have Natalie Segura, the catcher, the one who has our only run of this game so far. She got an inside the park home run. See if she's able to do the same here. And that one is high, a pitch out, but first baseman was able to get it back. The runner was able to get back, correction. Might have thought that Mariah was gonna run there. She threw high. Now here it comes, and that is also a ball. 2-0 here. So she's struggling to find the zone now, Renata. Here comes the next pitch, and that is a strike now. 2-1 the count. We've seen Santa Paula's batters some have been a little bit more aggressive than others. Some have waited for the count. See some of her pay. We see a punt there. It will go foul. 2-2 now. Reminder that if she does bunt here, and if it goes foul, then it will be considered a strikeout. So here's a 2-2, and it's a ground ball that gets to the shortstop, and she won't go to second, and you see the first baseman wasn't able to dig it out, and only the third does. Number 9, Mariah goes, and there's women on third and first now. So we have seen plenty of errors though by Carpinteria's defense. She didn't want to go to second because she wanted the safe out. Fortunately, that was a low throw that the first baseman wasn't able to control. And now here comes Madison Gray. Also has a hit this game. And they'll do a suicide squeeze. It goes high. And it will just be a ball. No batters ran. No, the second. That was Madison Segura who actually went. And the umpires will have a talk here. So they will call that strike, but there will still be a runner on second and third. Here it is, and once again the catcher drops it, but they won't run here. They want to play it safe, especially since there's actually no outs in this inning so far. The bases are loaded. So that was actually Paul Ford. Apologize that we weren't able to see that. Now here's number 66, Jocelyn Delgado, and that is also a ball. So there's nowhere to put anybody else. We'll see if there will be another walk here. So here comes, and once again high, 2-1 here. And we did see 3 times yesterday, if you guys watched the Dodgers versus Astros game, where they actually walked three batters in. That's how they got 3 of their score. But we see right there a fly ball, and it'll drop. So at least one will get through, and there's another one. Here comes a Madison Gray, and she will also make it. So that's a 3-run double. The score is 4-0 with no outs in this inning. So very good base running. It seemed like that right fielder just is not comfortable there. She's made plenty of errors, and once again it happened. So honestly, if you think of earned runs for the pitcher, hasn't really been most of them haven't really been earned runs. And they will actually see a substitution in right field. It'll be number 13 now. That is Natalie Vilches, who's a sophomore. So she'll probably end this game here at right field. Now here is once again number 18, Amaris Rabago. So there is no one out so far in this inning. See what happens here, and she swings on the first pitch, and will that one drop? It will drop, and it goes through the right fielder again, and there will be for sure one that scores. And will we see another inside the park home run? We do see another one. The score is 6-0. So not every day you see 2 inside the park home runs. So that was that was actually Amaris Rabago who got that. So far, 2 basketball girls have gotten inside the park home runs, and it will actually be the left fielder will switch with the right fielder. That is number 2 who will now play right field. That is Yareli Vivero. So it seems like no matter who they put right there, though, it just hasn't worked. Seems like Santa Paula are aiming for that side, swing a little bit later. Now we see a ground ball to a shortstop. She gets it cleanly, and that is the first out of this inning. So it took a while, but we finally see a first out. Score is 6-0. And now here comes the pitcher, Kylie Reyes. See if she goes 2 for 2 here. Now here comes the first one, and Kylie Reyes gets a ground ball through the hole, and she'll get another hit. 2 for 2 so far with 3 shutout innings. Very great game so far by Kylie Reyes. And obviously there will be a pinch runner. Now once again, Merlene Gonzalez will run for her. Once again, 1 out. I'd like to remind you guys, when you guys watch this, to subscribe, as I don't believe we're going to have any more games this season. But next year, we are hopeful to have this. And we see right there, nothing happens there. So I am a senior here, but I do hope to to be able to do this next year here. Broadcast all these games. We see baseball next year maybe. We see softball. We see a ground ball there. No chance for 2, but they will get 1 out. So as I was saying, I am a senior, and if I'm not able to do this next year, I would like to thank every one of you guys for watching. It's been a passion of mine to be doing this every day. Obviously, everyone who's been my teammates, who have been the camera guys, obviously we got to thank them for everything they've done. Also, Kylia, when you watch this, you better be watching this, Kylia. Yeah, I would like to thank everyone. But hopefully I will be in this next year. Now we see the 1-0 here. Enough of the sad stuff there. Alexis Campos is back. There's already a woman on second. And that is a called strike. 1-1. So we were talking about, I was talking about how there was runners in scoring position that they weren't able to drive the first ones in. Now they're getting them easily, and we see a very large hack at that ball. It is 1-2 now. So here comes now the 1-2. The pitcher Renata's still there, and the changeup, but that won't drop. We see a third base, second to third. She tried to steal the base, and they say safe on that. From here, it might have looked like she was a little out. She was out, but very good. It seemed like a late play right there too, as the pitcher was getting it when that happened. Interesting. Now here's Alexis Campos to drive in another chance to drive in a run. So here it is, and she will get this foul. So Alexis trying to increase this lead. It is already 6-0 in the bottom of the 3rd inning. So here comes the second one, and that one will also go through the hole, and Alexis Campos gets a hit and drives in the run. The score is now 7-0. Seems like there will be a talk between the infield here and Santa Paula. They've been extremely good, and I guess you could say their debut on Cardinal Sports, having a very great game so far. I'll definitely want to watch this here. It's been impressive so far, and it's barely the 3rd inning, as we've been saying. Might see much more runs, as so far I believe there is 2 outs in this inning though. But it's been a dominant inning, as it is 6 runs in just this inning. Now they're done. Now here's once again Mariah Hernandez. She batted. She was the first one to bat in this inning. So we've gone all around the order so far. And here she comes again. So there is someone on first, and it will be an easy ground ball to the first baseman, and the side is retired, but not before Santa Paula gets 6 runs. Score is now 7-0. So here we go now for the start of this 4th inning. Kylia Reyes has 3 innings without allowing a run and only 1 hit. We'll see what happens here. Now with number 2, Yareli Vivero will start this inning. So here comes the first pitch, and that is a strike, I believe they called it. 0-1. So here comes the 0-1, and she swings and misses at that one. 0-2. So here we go already with the 0-2 count. A lot of swing and misses though Kylia Reyes has forced. Very good game so far. Now here is the 0-2 and she strikes out. No, so it was actually 1-2 so far. The first pitch was called a ball. Now here comes the 1-2. 2 swings and misses already this at bat though. We'll see if Vivero is able to do something here, and she strikes out. Another strikeout for Kylia Reyes. That is her 4th of this game. 1 out in this 4th inning. So next up we do have number 5, Madison Mora. Now here's Kylia, and she swings at the off-speed pitch. 0-1 now. Now here comes the second pitch. That one is high. 1-1 here. So here comes the second one, the 3rd pitch of this at bat, and she is able to foul it off, swing a little bit too early at that one. It is 1-2. So here's the 1-2. Coaches are asking her to protect, shorten her swing here, and just foul them off, but she isn't able to. That is another strikeout. 5 strikeouts so far by Kylia Reyes. 4 in these last 2 innings, so she's been dominant so far. Now here comes number 17, Gracie Verdugo. So she's been the 3rd baseman, the one, well, we thought it was number 15, but that's number 17, and that one is high. 1-0 here. So here comes the second pitch. That one is also high. 2-0 here. We have seen Kylia get out of these counts so far in this game, but we see what happens here. So here it comes, and that is a strike called. 2-1 here. Now here is now 2-1, Kylia Reyes against Gracie Verdugo, and that is also a strike. 2-2 now. So far we haven't seen a swing by Verdugo. We'll see if we see one here. Here's the 2-2, and that is low. Full count now to the 3rd baseman. So here's the 7th pitch of the at-bat, and that one is low. So that's the first time we see a walk on Kylia Reyes allows. So there's one girl on base. Now up to bat, we have Renato Martinez, the pitcher of this game so far for Carpinteria. See, pitcher against pitcher. Now here's Kylie, and that is a strike called. 0-1 now. So far, Renata hasn't been able to get a hit on Kylie, but Kylie has been able to get a hit off Renata. She's 2 for 2. Now here she comes, and that is a ball. 1-1 now. Now here comes Reyes, and she another swing and miss. 1-2 now. To be honest, we haven't really seen too many balls in play, especially these last 2 innings. We haven't really seen the defense, as the balls they're all been either called strikes or swinging strikes, and we see one that goes right to the pitcher, and we see the second baseman to the first baseman, and it is out. No, they actually call that safe. So there's 2 women on now for Carpinteria. And not sure what's happening now. Might be that there might be a pitching change, or they're just gonna talk it through. As now even the outfielders are gonna come see what the coach has to say here. So it seems like there was an out on that play. Not sure what happened there, but the side is retired. 2 hits were allowed for Kylie Reyes, but side is retired now. So they did call that. So they did call that ground ball an out. A second baseman to the first baseman, and once again, that's 4 innings in which Kylie Reyes hasn't allowed a run. See what happens here in the bottom of the 4th. So we're back for the bottom of this 4th inning. The score is 7-0 now. We'll see if Santa Paula are able to add on to this lead. First up, we will have catcher Natalie Segura. She's gone on base both times, including an inside the park home run. And that one is high. 1-1 here. 1-0 here. So far, Renata, she has allowed a couple of hits. Some of the runs haven't really been her fault though. We see a pop up, it'll go right to the third baseman, and that is the first out. Like I was saying though, it hasn't really been most of her fault. There has been plenty of defensive errors, so that haven't helped her at all. There have been some hits that have gone through the gap, through the infield, but not too many. Most of them have just been airs. There also been as fly balls that have just been shallow, and nor the infield or the outfield are able to get to those. They've just been perfect execution by the Cardinals so far. So here's Madison Gray. That is also a ball now, 2-0. So now here comes the pitch. That one is lost. And it seemed like it hit Madison Gray. So she will be go right to first base after that hit by pitch. Now here we go now with number 66, Jocelyn Delgado, who got that last out. She's been playing second base this game. So here comes the first pitch of this at-bat, and it is foul ball. So it is 0-1 here. That ball was fair for a bit, but then it went out. Now here it comes, though. 0-1 pitch by Renata Martinez. She's thrown 4 innings. And now here is a fly ball. And the shortstop isn't able to read it. And the person was on first base. Madison Gray didn't see that she was running back, and that will be an out at second. So, might just be considered a single. Now here is Amber Strabago. She got a 2-run inside the park home run last time to make this game 7-0. Now here comes the first pitch. That is high. 1-0 here. So it is number 18, Amber Strabago. So it's been 18 this whole time. Correction for saying 10. We see a ground ball right to the shortstop, and it'll just go to the first baseman. That's all they needed, as the side is retired. No damage done this fourth inning, as Kylia Reyes will go back to pitch. So we're gonna start now. The start of the top of the 5th inning. It's been a very interesting game, not gonna lie. If it was up to me, I definitely want to do this next year. It's been interesting, honestly, to be outside. First time we're really outside of this game. We've been in the booth, in the control room, at least from my perspective. Obviously it's a little bit harder for the camera people, but here we go now. Kylia Reyes, 4 shutout innings of 1 hit, also only allowing 1 hit. Now here comes number 15, who is the catcher. That is Amaris Camargo, and that was a ball. 1-0 here. So Amaris Camargo, a freshman here, who's a catcher. be timeout, says the umpire. Wanted to tell the Amherst Camargo something. So here comes Reyes and swings and misses at the fastball high. 1-1 here. So here is another pitch. That one is a little bit to the side of the catcher. It is now 2-1 here. So correction, it's actually, well, yeah, 1 hit but 1 walk also for Kylia Reyes' stat line. We see a pop-up. Catcher will not be able to get it. It is now 2-2 here. So here is the 2-2 to Camargo, and that will go to the shortstop. She dives for it, but it will go through for another hit. So that's a leadoff hit for Camargo. And now here comes number 10. That is Alexiana James, who's been playing center field so far in this game. She's the only one who hasn't really switched places. We saw the right fielder, the left fielder switch to right field. Now here comes Kylia, and that will be high. 1-0 here. So there is no outs here though, with the runner on base. Here it is, and that is low. That is high, correction. 1-1 here. And it seemed they want a timeout. They want to talk to her. The third base coach, who seems like she's also the pitching coach, will talk to Kylia. Now, he said what he had to say, and now they're back. Here's Kylia Reyes. Maybe all she needed was just a break to get right here. She puts on her helmet. So here we go, and that one is will go foul ball. So it gets actually stuck in the tree there. So it is 1-2, I believe. To number 10, Alexiana James, a freshman there. Been the one outfielder who has been securing it. She's been able to make most of her catches. Now here's Kylia, and she's able to get a fly ball to right field. Mariah Hernandez able to catch it. She throws a first base just in case, but that is the first out of the inning. First time we honestly see this outfield. We haven't really seen too many fly balls. We saw one there, and Mariah Hernandez was able to get it with no problem. We see someone we haven't mentioned, left fielder Amherst Rabago, center fielder right there with Alexis Campos, who haven't really gotten too much to do. We did see one that the one hit that went for a double that went right here in the left field corner. Do see 1-0 here. That is number 3, Sophia Thomas once again. And she fouls this one off. It is 0-2 now, 1-1, I believe. apologize if I do lose count. Sometimes it's harder, especially because we don't have anything to necessarily track these. It's just all in our head. Now here's Kylie Reyes, and that is also a ball. So 2 and 1. Now here's a 2 and 1 by Kylie. Swings and misses at that one. 2 and 2 now. So that's probably something Kylie Reyes desperately wanted. It was a swing and miss. She had seen plenty of those, but she hadn't seen those in a little bit because the discipline of Carpinteria has been better. We see a ground ball that was fouled off. So it will stay at 2 and 2 here. So here's a 2 and 2. And that is a ground ball, goes right to the pitcher. One to shortstop and another one to first baseman. That is a double play there. It is a 1-6-3 double play. So we're now at the end of this the top of the 5th inning. Santa Paula leading 7-0. So we're back for the bottom of the 5th inning now. Santa Paula leading 7-0. Next up to bat is number 16, senior Alyssa Guzman. So as you guys will probably see, we will have their senior night. We see that ball is low. Ball 1. Now here comes the second pitch. Probably wanted a little bit better than that one. Almost a little bit too low. Here's a 1-0 and a very sharp ground ball there. And it'll go for a single. So once again, there's a leadoff runner here with Kylie Reyes once again going to bat. She is 2 for 2 so far, having a very good game both offensively and pitching wise. She's been very good so far. Now here's the first one. That's a ground ball. That is foul. So it is 0-1 there. So when you guys watch this game, I'd like to invite you guys to like this video and to subscribe to our channel. We will have, I believe we will have our senior night next senior awards night tomorrow. So you guys definitely want to stay tuned for that. Subscribe for that. We will also have graduation. So I won't be the one announcing. We might see Ryan be the announcer for the graduation. But stay tuned for that. That is on Friday, June 4th. We see a stolen base there. We do see Alyssa Guzman able to get it. There's now runners in scoring position with no outs. So here's a 2-0. That is 3-0 now. So far, I believe there hasn't been a strike thrown to Kylia so far. Here's a pitch, and that one is high. Now that's 3-0. Now it's 3-0. We'll see what happens here. There's Renata, and that one will go right to us, and it'll drop. Foul ball there. Kylia gave us a little scare there. Now here is 3-1. And that one will be low, and they will take their base. And they will also take, Alyssa will also take another base. There's women on first and third with no outs actually in this game. So Kylia, 2 hits, 1 walk. So now there is number 12 now. That is Jaylene Morales. And that was a ball. So 1-0 here. So here he goes. And the ground, a sharp hit right there. And they'll drive in 1 run now. The score is 8-0. So once again, there's still no out so far. We'll see if Santa Paula are still able to drive in more. Oh, the sharp ball there, right to the left fielder. But it dropped before it got to her. Now here is Alexis Campos. We'll see what she does here. That was high. 1-0 here to the senior. So here's the second one, and it hits Alexis Campos, and the bases will be loaded. So seems like Renata might be losing control here now. She's been walking people as well as hitting people. So we'll see what happens here. Now there will actually be a pitching change, as Renata is no longer going to be pitching at number 5. Madison Mora will be the one who takes her spot with the bases loaded. So if you're counting stats, none of these three runners will count for any of her runs. They'll all go to Renata. So she'll get a couple of warm-up throws. So she's one of the captains of this team. See, she can play infield. She's a utility. She's a right-handed pitcher. We're gonna see there. She is a 5'6" and a junior. So we'll see what she's able to throw here. And we also will see a pinch runner, I believe. As Jaylene Morales, I believe, came out. I'm not sure who took her spot, though. And now we are back now. It will be number 11, Alina Gutierrez, who will be batting. See what happens here with the new pitcher, Mora. So reminder, the bases are loaded. But the coaches will talk to her first. So we're back now as Mora will finally pitch. It is number 11, Alina Gutierrez, who will be batting. See what happens here. With the bases are loaded with 0 outs in the bottom of the 5th inning. We'll see what happens here. See, now time is in play now. Here's her first pitch, and it'll be a ball. We do see she has a little bit of a faster windup than what Renata has. It's probably going to limit more steals, as Renata did allow a good amount. So here's the 1-0, and that she will foul it back. The count is 1-1. So here's the 1-1. See what Mora does here. It is off speed, and she swung a little bit too early for that one. She was probably expecting a fastball. 1-2. We do see that now difference in speed in her off speed as well as her fastball. We'll see what happens here. And she swings and misses another off speed pitch. It is first out of this 5th inning, as Natalie Segura will come in. She's had a very good game so far. Here's Segura, and that is another off speed. It will go for a ball. It is 1-0. So here's the second pitch of this at bat, and there will be a pop-up. The pitcher will get it, and she is quickly 2 outs. So she's came in very good so far, Mora has. She's already gotten 2 outs without allowing a run, as the bases were loaded when she came in. So very impressive by her. See what happens here. It is now Madison Gray, the shortstop, who has had a pretty good game offensively also. See what happens here. And she's able to get to the off-speed pitch, and it'll go. 2 runs will score. One shot going for third, and she's going to second, and that'll be a 2-run double. The score is 10-0. So that actually concludes the game, as it is mercy rule. The score was 10-0. So this game is over. We hope you enjoyed this presentation, as we did. Stay tuned for the senior night. And it has been an honor to have all these games so far for you guys, whether it was basketball, soccer, we see softball this year. It's been honestly very fun and honored to broadcast these games. Don't forget to subscribe. My name is Aborio Godino, and we are out.